Professor Mayo, who is sitting here at Baraton University, the reason why he was selected is because there is something in his mind. The directors of education that you listen to here, they are men and women that we are celebrating because there is something between their ears. And when there is something between your ears, you don't have to tell us. You open your mouth and we know that there is something useful between your ears. Today, therefore, we come here not to make many lengthy speeches. We come here to remind ourselves and to remind the young men and women that there is a future, that the world is looking for new young men. And what are the new young men that the world is looking for? The world is looking for new young men who are disciplined. Because discipline is at the heart of who you are. No matter how educated you are, no matter how rich you are, if you do not have the gift of discipline, then you are a danger to society. Today, I am asking you, young men and women, be disciplined that you may be a good global citizen. The world is looking for young men who are humble. Humility is the mother's milk of greatness. If you see any man or any woman who, because they have gone to school or because they have wealth, are arrogant and shun humility, they are a danger to themselves and danger to society. Today I'm encouraging you, young men who are here, embrace the gift of humility. God is looking for young men and women who believe in integrity. No matter how clever you are, no matter how rich you are, if you have no integrity, then you have no value to your society. Today we come here to celebrate you because we hold the view that education is going to give you the integrity that you need in order to survive in the world. The world is looking for young men and women who are respectful, because respect is reciprocal and is earned. You know, many of you who are in positions of authority and have applied for jobs and opportunities, sometimes when you ask for a job elsewhere, they ask you to get a letter from your high school, a letter from your primary school. That is when we discover that you are expelled in every school that you visited. And even if people wanted to employ you, they think this is trouble personified. What we are encouraging you, young men and women, is that you must have a good school leaving certificate from your primary school. You must have a good leaving certificate from your high school. You must do things that are right so that 10 years down the line, when you look at your own leaving certificate, it is said of you, he was a hard-working young man. He was a hard-working young woman who did not entertain nonsense. But whenever there was an opportunity to disagree with the teachers, he told the teachers not in a manner that inflamed their anger, but with the firmness and humility that opened their eyes. I believe that that is a possibility, and I have no doubt in my mind that on an occasion such as this, we are celebrating and preparing you for that day. That is the man, that is the woman that education should prepare. As I conclude, because conclude I must, we must therefore ask ourselves, are we prepared for the future? Today, when you walk around the world, you discover that competition is very stiff. When you walk across Africa, you discover that there are many opportunities. Today, when you walk in Kenya, you discover that there are many opportunities. But those opportunities are only there for those who are prepared, and those who have been prepared, and those who have the ability. We live in a country and in a world where everybody thinks that when they have graduated, they must be employed. The world is now looking for young men and women who can innovate, young men and women who can invent. The world is looking for inventors and innovators who themselves are going to be job creators. And that is what we are encouraging you to do. My understanding of the competency-based curriculum, which I'm still learning many things about, is that whichever talent you have, nurture that talent. The governor and I, and the member of parliament and I, while we were listening to the young man who was rapping, were musing to ourselves that in today's world, that young rapper can employ 10 professors, because when he does one performance, he's possibly paid 1 million shillings. There is money in your talent. If you are to be a good musician, be a good one who is celebrated across Africa. If you are to be a good runner, be a good runner like your kinsman Eliud Kipchoge. I'm quite certain that if Eliud Kipchoge were to come here, he could very easily, and I wish he was here, he could very easily give each one of us on the dais about 1 million bob. And his account would not even be disturbed. And the only thing that he has perfected is that he is disciplined. He just doesn't wake up one morning and say, I'm going to run. There is preparation for whatever you do, at whatever level. If you ask the men who are sitting here, who are professors, they don't sleep. They are writing on a daily basis.